we will as gross as the behavior of the Cuomo brothers has been, the alleged behavior, I guess we should say, for as gross as that has been. This story is what truly grossed me out this week. You see how I did that there. Um, this is Man of the Year helps pregnant Tinder date in labor. The birth bonded us. This labor of love was quite literal and came much sooner than expected when 20-year-old Alyssa Hodges and 25-year-old Max Sylvie matched on Tinder. Hodges was upfront about the fact that she was pregnant, but neither expected Sylvie to help her give birth on their fourth date. I was about 6.5 months pregnant when I went on Tinder, and I clearly stated that on my bio. Hodges, a Brisbane, Australia resident, told Kennedy News. I didn't want to lead anyone on, so I was being open and honest. I wanted them to know what they were getting into right off the bat. Why is a pregnant chick on Tinder? I think that's the story. Uh, once, and I know, well, a woman can do anything and all that fucking bullshit. Though wait, next month, March is I think Women's Month. So just get ready for it. There's gonna plenty of shit gonna be getting thrown in your face all over TV and social media and whatnot. Oh, fucking get over it, broads. Um, why is a pregnant chick on Tinder? Once you get pregnant, everything should be about the baby. You shouldn't be swiping right. Oh, look, there's some fucking asshole holding up a fish, some dickhead with a mirror selfie. Uh, you shouldn't be doing that. Should not be your focus. The focus should be the child growing inside of you, and particularly during what appears to be she was 6.5 months pregnant at the time, which I believe would be early in the third trimester. Really not the time to be fucking around on Tinder, okay? There is just something there is something incredibly suspicious going on here. Usually such a disclaimer would turn Sylvie off, but he immediately fancied Hodges despite it. There was something that caught my eye about Alyssa. Normally I wouldn't swipe right on a pregnant girl, but there was just something about her, said the civil servant. This is just, first of all, it's fucking gross. Um, Pregnant chicks are gross. I don't care if your wife is pregnant, she's the love of your life, the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. That's great. I'm sure she is. You wouldn't marry an ugly chick. But while she is pregnant, she's fucking gross. She's fucking bloated. She's got varicose veins, hemorrhoids. They grow their bush out. It's disgusting. And we need to stop telling pregnant women that they're glowing or that they're radiant, uh, or any of this other bullshit we feed them to make up for the fact that they look absolutely awful. Um, and I think part of the reason they look awful during pregnancy is is probably an evolutionary thing because evolution doesn't want you banging pregnant chicks, so it makes them undesirable. So we need to stop. We need to stop telling pregnant women how good they look. They are. They're. I understand they're a bunch of hormonal pains in the ass. I grasp that. But they are in such a condition in most cases because of their own choosing. So that's that. You decide if you decide to get pregnant, you don't need us walking around reinforcing. You know you're gonna balloon up when you get pregnant by this point. That's how it goes down. That's part of it. Come back. There's this new trend out there they're talking about, by the way. They're calling it the mom bod. Um, Let me see if I can the mom bod. It was ooh. Yeah, this is This is hideous. So this is the new thing that they're trying. Society. This is society's trying to jam this one down your throats now. This is the mom bod. Postpartum bodies. This is the new fucking thing that they're doing. Instead of just being like, oh yeah, you should stay in shape while you're pregnant. Everyone should keep working out during the pregnancy until the last, possible point, and you can adapt that to the baby and everything. There's certain moves you don't do to protect the baby. And then after you've had the kid, you should go back to working out so that you don't develop one of these fucking mom bods here, and then people have to walk around lying to you, telling you that you look great. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely ridiculous. I think this guy, the guy's name is Max Sylvie. Is that his name? Who started dating this Preggo chick that he swiped right on a Preggo chick. Like, that's really going out of your way to get together with a total stranger. I have to think this guy has some kind of Preggo fetish. There was a kid we went to college with who got exposed for having a Preggo fetish. I guess he just left some open on his computer one day, and someone saw it. Um, So yeah, I think this guy's got he's got a Prego fetish. The pair hit it off, but Sylvie had to travel frequently for work soon after they met, so they'd only gone on 3 dates when their fourth came up. Hodges was supposed to pick up Sylvie from the airport, but he ended up needing to meet her in the hospital, as that day ended up being the one on which her water broke. Holy shit. Um, she says, on the day I went into labor, I was meant to be picking Max up from the airport as he was coming back from a work trip. That was the plan, but I ended up texting him saying, I'm so sorry, you'll have to get a taxi. I'm going into labor. He hopped into a taxi when he got off the plane and came to the hospital and was there for me. My mom was also there supporting me, but she had a holiday, so she was here and there. Max was there for me through the whole labor and birth. And this is being sold as some sort of beautiful, magical story. It's not. This is a story about a woman who is so unhinged and selfish that she thinks it's okay to schedule a fourth date. That's a fourth date is still a relative stranger. That she thought it made sense to schedule a date with a stranger right around the time she's going to deliver. I mean, everyone knows it's 9 months. That's not a fucking surprise. And in the year 2022, they tell you the baby is coming like months out. Like, you can very easily clear your schedule so that there's not accidentally a Tinder date lined up for the day that you're supposed to go into fucking labor. Also, what the fuck is with this family that the mother, she had a holiday, which I believe this is like Australia, so they're talking about that's vacation. She was going on, the daughter's in the hospital trying to push an infant out of her snatch. And she's just like, yeah, but it's non-refundable. We were good with, the flight leaves in a couple hours, so we'll be back though. I mean, he's just being born. He's going to be around for decades. We'll catch up. And instead, you have this weirdo from Tinder with a fucking pregnant fetish, and he spends 4 days hanging around your fucking hospital room stealing your leftover Jello. Yeah, I don't. It almost feels like something out of maybe like a 1990s sitcom. Like, she's got the date lined up, and then her water breaks, but the date is that night, and all sorts of shenanigans ensue while she tries to go on the date anyway, and the entire time she's trying to like hold in the fetus. She's playing fucking mini golf, they go rollerblading, maybe an amusement park, and then they're at some romantic dinner that he's lined up at a really fancy French restaurant, and she excuses herself to go to the bathroom, and she's taken forever in there. And he's like, what could, he's Australian. She's like, Yeah. Yeah, what could possibly be wrong? Yeah, she'd be gone for almost a fortnight. I don't know if Australians say fortnight, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know what all fucking Aussies say. Oh, crikey. Uh, yeah. Oh, she's been in the loo for quite some time. And he goes in and it's just fucking blood all over the place. She's trying to sever the umbilical cord with a nail clipper she had in her purse. Yeah, horrible, horrible. That's I don't know. Maybe it goes down like that. Or maybe it's a new angle for pedos. That could be it. Maybe you meet a pregnant chick, you're real good to her during the end of the pregnancy. You hang around for the first couple years of the kid's life, gradually introduce him to the sight of your penis so that, you're not just he's not just 7 years old and you're taking it out all of a sudden, but it's just kind of a little bit every day. The chick steps out of the room, you take your cock out, you show it to the infant, and then he gets older and older and older, and it's just, hey, that's just what's this guy's name, Max? Oh, that's just Max's dick. Oh, that's always there. That's not a traumatizing sight. I play with it, squeeze. Um, yeah, and then by his ninth birthday, you're balls deep in the kid's asshole. Yeah, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. So I'm telling you, this fucking guy's up to something. um, After sharing their story on social media, Hodges said she has been flooded with praise for Sylvie. On TikTok, everybody is asking me if Max has a brother, calling him Man of the Year, and saying we were the cutest little family. It was a great interaction, she said. Uh, does does the yeah? What are people are asking if he has a brother? Does the weirdo you met on Tinder have a brother who also has a Prego fetish? This is why when people say that like chicks are fucking idiots, this is what they're talking about. They're not talking about the ones that are like CEOs. They're the ones that are like, hey, I noticed that weirdo you met on the internet is into pregnant chicks. There are other guys like him out there? Does he have friends? He got a brother? Um, this is great. They're talking to Max. These days, there are a lot of unfortunate stories about men who take off when the woman becomes pregnant. Then there's someone who comes in while you're pregnant and is very actively involved in raising the child. It's unheard of. I'm lucky. Oh, that was her talking. Are there a lot of those stories, though? I don't hear a lot of stories about guys running off on babies they've created. Obviously, some guy had to have run out on her, or maybe they broke up because she's just a fucking nut job, and he was just like, yeah, you know, give me weekends with the kid or whatever, and we'll set up a custody arrangement where I'm in his life, but I can't be around this fucking wacko, because obviously this woman is a bit of a lunatic, and I don't think there are that many stories about men who take off when the woman becomes pregnant. Um, who like Antonio Cromartie is that? That's the only one. Maybe a couple of guys in the NBA. In any case, uh, a word of advice to the ladies out there who hear this story and they think it's romantic. Just hire a fucking babysitter, hire a nanny. Don't go if you need help with the kids. I know you think this is a cute, adorable story. There's something sinister going on here. I'm fucking telling you. Hire a qualified professional. Don't don't tie your life and the life of your newborn child to some weirdo you met on the internet who was cool with you being pregnant the first time you got together. Big, massive, massive red flag. Massive. Uh, that's really the point that I wanted to make. In any case, all of this talk about pregnant chicks, we need to cleanse our palates. I think. Um, One sec. Let's get these out of here. Let's bring back. Let's bring back those.